Alright, just got finished up doing a very easy, very short minor operation. I'm just going to go back into here and send my guys back out on a dispatch mission. Hopefully there's one still available. Nice, okay. I'm going to pick the harder one because my guys are way higher level. Well, okay, they're both 7. I'll do the one in Virginia. Okay, so I'm gonna pick the level 1 so he gets leveled up. And then I think I'll just do 3 level 2s. So I'll do a support, recon, and a commando. Launch the mission. Now, yeah, as long as you have that mission complexity, it looks like they can't fail. I know some other games, I think, excuse me, I think, Assassin's Creed, if, like, you could put people on a mission and there was, like, a % chance they'd either, like, be hurt or, like, killed on mission. But this is, like, there's no chance of that. I assume there would be because the whole big, scary permadeath thing. But, I guess not. Thought there'd be, like, a, you know, depending on how many agents you sent, it'd be, like, you know, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50%. Yeah, let me just punch the alien in the face. That'll show him. Where the hell is it? Over here? Oh, there we go. Oh, it's just like sitting down at a
Infiltrator's
table.
right inside, Agent Carter. If you need anything, just ask.
All right. Just looking around, see if there's any notes lying on the table. Oh, hold on a second here. I want to talk to this guy.
Officer, you're new here, aren't you?
Yes, sir. They rescued me up from outside Louisville.
You've been brought up to speed?
Yes, sir. Prisoner is secure, mostly docile, and Falk has things in hand. I'd say it's going pretty well.
We could use more of that kind of optimism around here.
Really, sir? It seems like you've got things in hand here.
In the base, maybe. But most of these people haven't seen what it's like out in the field. Right now, they're still excited to be alive and kicking. But if it starts getting worse out there, well, they'll need someone who can keep a smile on their face. How's the infiltrator?
The containment room was designed to act as both a brig and a lab, so he's well contained. Not that he's been trying to get out.
You think he's planning something?
Can't say for sure. Any other prisoner, yeah, but since they removed that controller thing from his head, he's been a different man. Or I guess I should say, different creature.
How much do you trust Falk?
I trust him with my life, sir. After all, if it weren't for him and his teams, I'd still be out there.
You said you were rescued from outside Louisville?
Yes, sir. Fort Knox in particular. Agent De Silva and his team were recovering something from high-value storage, and I thought they were looters.
That could have gone poorly.
Yeah.
Not really. I don't know about you, but I ask questions before I start shooting. They were only too happy to bring me back, once they were certain I was human.
How exactly did they prove that?
Just like checking for Reds. Sing the Star-Spangled Banner, ask what happened in the most recent episode of Captain Thunderclap, and so on and so on.
Huh. Captain Thunderclap.
That's all.
Thank you, sir. Good luck.
Sounds good to me. Let's head on in, see what the hell the deal is with, deal with this alien baddie is. Maybe I can duff him in the face, say welcome to Earth. Alright.
I see you gave up on the disguise. Done playing dress-up?
This one can no longer hide. Those systems were corrupted by your scientists.
Yeah. Gloat all you want about your superior technology while we've got you tied to a chair with a rope.
You want revenge for your fellow warrior. Go ahead and take it. Nothing you do will stop the Zujari.
We're gonna pay a visit to your home, and you're gonna help us get there.
A counter-invasion. Ha! The more you resist Mosaic, the more you will bring death to your world. You think you have seen our strength? This is just an expeditionary force preparing the way for our armies. We will destroy you.
We'll see about that.
It's simple. You will join our empire or you will die. For us, there are no other choices.
Interesting. I do want to make note that biologically, if your mouth went vertical like his did, there's no like possible way you could make human noises. It would sound like a friggin' butthole when you try to talk.
Our whitecoats say there's been a change in your attitude ever since they yanked this device out of your head. I want to know what the hell it is.
It is many things. A shield, a beacon, our focus. It is Mosaic. Without it, I am alone, unsure, impure of thought.
What exactly is Mosaic?
You would think of it as a broadcast, a network. Each of us are connected to it. It unites us.
It's how you receive your orders.
Our orders, our faith. Mosaic delivers truth, or perhaps what Origin decides is the truth.
This is really interesting. This is turning more into like a Mass Effect. Like these are actually like sentient creatures, and I'm like trying to figure out like more about them. It sounds like they have some sort of like organized, government, military, and some sort of religion too. It's kind of crazy.
Why don't you just do yourself a favor? Just talk straight to me and tell me about this Origin. Maybe we can help you.
You are more civilized than would be expected for such divided creatures. It is not a weakness. Nothing is as I thought. Nothing is as Origin told us.
Listen, I'm fighting for the survival of my entire race here. Give me something to work with, or you'll find out what I'm willing to do for my world.
You have already seen what we are willing to do for our own dying world. What Origin has forced us to do for our world. Forced me to do to other worlds.
You don't have to let Origin control you. Tell us how to stop him and you can be free. We can destroy Mosaic. You can all be free.
Yes, but Mosaic cannot be destroyed. Mosaic is not a single place, not a solid thing. And soon it will consume your people as it has so many. As it did mine.
Interesting. I'm gonna keep being optimistic with my dialogue choices. I could have like slapped him earlier, but he was giving me information, so no need to get rough with him, I suppose.
You're wrong. We've traced Mosaic's transmissions to a single location. If we can get there, your people can be free.
A myth spread by the few who are deaf to Mosaic. I used to think they were mad, but perhaps...
Here's proof. A source for Mosaic's transmissions. If we get there, we can put an end to it.
But without Mosaic, without Origin's guidance, my people... We will never find a new world.
Your people could come here without conquest. Wouldn't be the first time immigrants came to our shores. We'll help you fight for your freedom. And in return, you can live in the land of the free.
Yeah.
William Carter. My thoughts are my own for the first time in my life. If there is a chance that others can know this freedom, I will tell you what you want to know. To survive the crossing, you will need an instrument that can recalibrate quantum structures. Such a device can be acquired from one of our ships, which you can find only at one of our docking stations near a Ven gate.
Thank you. Once we've stopped Origin, your people will thank you too.
Interesting. So, Mosaic is, or whatever the fuck it is essentially something that like takes over other forces and not other forces, takes over other like species and like forces them, brainwashes them into like taking over other species, and the cycle continues, like, oh, our planet's dying, take over these. That's why the sectoids and mutons and like the outsiders, I think that's why they're all different, because they're all different alien species, just taking over at different intervals.
Nice work in there, Carter. I bet the director will want to tell you that himself.
Was he watching?
You even have to ask that question? He's waiting for you in Ops.
Sir, we demand to have access to the outsider. We have vital questions that demand answers.
Yes, what's with all this archaic interrogation? Why isn't that thing under a microscope all day, every day?
Gentlemen, please. We're still questioning him. I'm sure he'll be handed over to you when we've learned all we can.
We'll try not to be too rough on him.
Yes, we don't want him injured before the vivisection.
Don't want him injured before I have to slice him open. Oh, scientists. You so crazy. Oh, can't go in there. Oh, here we go. Hair duct there. Oh wait, no, not that one. That's Weir. I thought it was Dresden. There we go. I always think they're gonna give me like ideas for taking down those things. I'll talk to him in a second. I want to see if there's another couple files lying around here, see if any of them are new. I say I've already read the Sectopod one. And I've already read that one too. Alright.
Carter, I only just heard the results from the interrogation.
He said something about a transdimensional something or other. Tell me it made sense to you.
It fits with what little we know about the Venn gates. In fact, it would make sense to use a transponder, a phase plotter as he called it.
I knew it was worth bringing you back. You're about the only person on Earth who'd understand what he was talking about.
And even then, I might never have known if Lawrence hadn't mentioned something similar during our experiments. What a shame he isn't here.
Where can we get a phase plotter?
Any idea where to find this phase plotter thing?
He said it would be located in a docking tower. We've seen the Outsiders building towers in the areas they've occupied.
And we've certainly seen that they have aircraft around those towers.
Sounds like you'll have to find an entrance to one of those towers and steal this phase plotter from one of their aircraft.
Oh, is that all? Fight a gunship on its home turf.
No one said it would be easy to save the world, William.
Your assistant mentioned something called Mosaic. Said you were the key to it. Seemed to have something to do with the measurements you were taking. Any idea what he meant by that?
I don't know much about it at all, other than it controls the Venn gates connecting our world, and it also seems to exert some degree of influence over the denizens of that world. As to why Lawrence regarded me as the key to it remains a mystery.
But what is it? Is it a thing or a person? What is it?
I wish I knew, Agent. Could be any number of things. A natural force, a psychological disorder. One thing is certain, however. It does seem to be accessible via physical technology.
The people we saw back there. The stuck ones. The ones who can't stop doing the same thing over and over. What's the skinny on them? Are they us? Or are they them?
To be honest, I haven't the foggiest. I can say it was horrifying to witness. My students, one by one, falling victim to the condition.
How does it operate? Why does it only take some people?
A mystery as yet, but one I aim to get to the bottom of. I did notice trends. More students than professors, more whites than blacks. Nothing I can yet identify as the source.
I've actually heard a couple of those answers. I don't know why the fuck they were white, but whatever.
Before I go, tell me, why are you so valuable? Falk seems to think we can't win this thing without you.
I suppose he regards the work I've been doing with ARPA as essential. I've been tracking audio signals gathered via telemetry. I shopped my findings around the scientific community for months.
Anything concrete?
Only subtle results, but Myron, Director Falk, recognized their import. I thought it was merely a curious anomaly, but he felt it was a warning. Guess now we know who was right.
Yeah, I've had a couple of those conversation topics with him before, so I apologize if that sounds a little bit redundant, but alright, what do we got here? Report to Falk. Yeah, this is way more story driven than Enemy Unknown tells us. Yep. I already read that one too. This is, I mean, Enemy Unknown was just like battle after battle after battle after battle, and there were certain story battles that you would do.
I don't know what you said to him, but that alien thing's been making nice since your little visit. You must have scared the bejesus out of him.
I like the little banter with the guys in the guys behind the glass. But yeah, I mean, that was a weak point, you know. So
Carter, he got the alien to talk, you know.
Huh? How'd he do that?
I'm afraid to ask.
Yeah. Yeah, Enemy Unknown had nothing to do with story. It was like there were a few story missions, but for the most part it was like, go here, like punch this alien in the face to get some technology from him. Okay, use the technology. But this one's got like a almost like an underlying, there's like underlying like physics and like an underlying like reality to it all. What noise does a dog make? I've already read that one. I'm assuming this guy's gonna say the same stuff.
Looking for a few answers?
No, I'm good.
If you get any in...
Will do, Cart.
Alright, we're good. Yeah, it like tries to instill like the sense of realism, like
Attention all personnel. We have received unconfirmed reports that the outsiders have made Savannah, Georgia a primary target. Damage is said to be near total. Updates will follow when we receive confirmation. End report.
Back from the interrogation?
oh, here we go.
How did it go?
Talk to her.
He was easy to handle. Now we got our own little stool pigeon.
Then let's use him while we can. And before the lab tries to cut him up to see how he works.
Are you tracking Axis?
Not tracking him directly, but if I find the target, I think it'll lead to Axis.
That's cryptic.
Anyone could be listening in, and I've been tracking this case for too long to risk losing it now.
Oh, wait a minute here. Hold on a second. I think I've heard some of these too. This is inconsistent. I think I'll just skip down to this one.
You get the report from the interrogation?
Yeah, the bastard killed Nils. You were too soft on him.
That's why they didn't let you interrogate him. He can't tell us much if he's dead.
He didn't tell us much as it is.
He told us enough to figure out the next step. That's all we need for now.
With any luck, the old man will let me have the next shot at him.
She's a fucking stone cold bitch.
I'm going to get some answers.
Good luck.
Alright. I'll talk to Falk in a minute here.